I can't make this up.
Ichigo Ichie, one life, one moment. I had heard of this saying so many times when I was living in Canada, but I never truly knew what it meant. I had never truly lived it and breathed it until I went to live in Tokyo. When we picture Tokyo, we tend to think of a modern, high-tech megacity with flashing lights, cutting-edge technology, and millions upon millions of people. A city of excitement and entertainment, but one where you disappear into the massive crowds, swallowed up in a never-ending surge of people, trains, and commercialization. But Tokyo is so much more than that. It is a paradoxical place where the high-tech and modern live side by side with remnants of an ancient history and culture. There are mountains and oceans, temples and shrines, farmlands and narrow local streets where you will get to know the same familiar faces, and they get to know you. You will start to greet your neighbors and local shopkeepers, and you might share your morning bus or train with some of your students, which makes for a lot of fun and hilarious moments, and maybe a few awkward ones. Day to day, you will encounter magical moments where you might meet people celebrating the new year with a mochitsuki in an old traditional farmhouse. Or, in the darkness of night, you start to hear music and beating drums. So you wander outside and follow the sound to your local Inari Jinja, where you discover a kyogen performance, a style of ancient theater tracing back to the Heian period over 1,000 years ago. I came from a relatively new city, Vancouver, so I had always lived with the feeling that a city was defined by its buildings and its landmarks and its streets. For me, there was always a sense of permanency, that as long as the big concrete high-rises and the well-planned city streets are there, the city will remain unchanged. But in Tokyo, you feel the hand of culture and history everywhere, and it soon becomes very clear that the city is defined first and foremost by its people. They are the beating heart of the city. Tokyo is living, breathing, and ever-changing, and if you really tune yourselves into your surroundings, you will notice that Tokyo was not only created by architects and city planners, but by the people who call the city home. Perhaps it is because of this that Ichigo Ichie feels like such an inherent part of your daily life there. Every time you step outside, your experience is very much shaped by the people who you encounter. The shopkeepers who call out to you, "Irashaimase, dozo." The lady walking her dog who smiles warmly at you and says, "Ohayou gozaimasu." The people who stop and go far out of their way to help you and then vanish, leaving you only with a memory of that moment. And yet another story to tell people back home about that amazing, kind stranger who came to your rescue. And as a Jet, we cannot forget our incredible students who welcome us with curiosity and enthusiasm, and who go out of their way not only to practice their English with you, but to learn about your culture and to teach you about theirs. Their vibrant, often silly but hard-working personalities and their excited laughter. These are the moments that truly shape your daily life as a Jet. Each day when you get to work, you never know what you'll encounter that day. A hilarious misunderstanding, a touching conversation, or a rewarding breakthrough. Every day is different. Every class, every student, every moment. Moments that you, and hopefully your students, will remember and cherish. I was working and living in the Asagaya district of Tokyo, so on the weekends I would explore the surrounding area. Its history traces back to the 1300s, but over the years it developed into a chic cultural hub, and today it is home to the renowned Asagaya Jazz Festival, with a thriving jazz scene year-round, making Asagaya a popular district among all generations, young and old, and among fans of both Japanese history and modern Western culture alike. This was just one of the many districts of Tokyo that I came to love during my time on the JET program. Places that I will always call home. Places that gave me so many precious but fleeting moments that taught me the extraordinary beauty of Japan and its people. So go. Join the JET program, visit Tokyo, or explore somewhere else in Japan. Wherever you go, I promise you, it will be filled with a million unforgettable, once-in-a-lifetime moments. いってらっしゃい。